Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, it is currently 5:04 p.m. on Thursday, May 25th, and the temperature outside is currently 71 degrees, mostly cloudy, feels like 71. Rain possible after 10 p.m. And then tomorrow, high of 67 and rain. Saturday, 76. Sunday, 84. Monday, 88. Oh, Tuesday, 90. Wednesday, 90. Thursday, 80. So it's going to be warm temperatures. Somebody commented and said that they like, even though that they live like in California or something, they like hearing me talk about the weather on here, like what the weather's like in another place. So there you go, that was for you. I just made myself an iced coffee. My drama video that I made for today is uploading. And so I got that done. I was gonna do not really like a rant video, but do you remember the other day when I was talking about why do we have so many producers on TV shows? So I just have like random questions like that about the world. And so I thought, well, that might be a kind of a funny video to do, kind of like a rant video, but really more like I have questions about the world. So I started just kind of like jotting some of them down in my notes. And so I have a list of them. So I was actually going to make that video today, but I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow. And then I went through all the PO packages. So I've opened all of them. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet on the vlog tomorrow or if I'm going to do my own video just like on the Peter Does Stuff channel, but I'm still undecided because people sent me such nice things. I just want to say thank you. I wish I had like, our condo is so small that like for me to collectively save everything that I was sent over the last 3 months and show all of it in a video, like we don't have the space for that. So like as it came, like I had to kind of like find places to put it. So this is just the newest stuff, but a lot of the stuff that I got sent was from like businesses and stuff, like wanting me to try their products or whatever, which that doesn't usually happen. So I don't know, but it did this time. And yeah, so I'll either show that in the vlog tomorrow or I will do its own separate video. I'll probably do like my own separate video for that on Peter Does Stuff. Slept in today. What did I do? What was yesterday? Wednesday? I slept a lot yesterday. I think I said this in my vlog that I was like really dragging and stuff yesterday. But so I finally like pulled myself together. Like I always get my second wind at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I like pulled myself together and I started watching shows. I don't remember what I watched. Well, I remember what I watched, but I don't remember what order I watched it in. I watched Under the Banner of Heaven. I think that came out at midnight, because that was like Thursday, so it came out at midnight. What did I watch before that? I watched something before that. Oh, I know. One of my friends told me to watch the documentary about Teal Swan, who's like this spiritual guru that has like this huge following. And so there's a documentary about her. I think it's on Hulu. And it's called The Deep End. And so I started watching that last night. It's very interesting. She like started on YouTube and it just tells like her personal story. But basically, there's a lot of people that think that she's like a cult leader. Hey! Good, look at you multitasking, talking on the phone and walking.
I know, and that's something I can do 2 things at one time.
So that was really, really interesting, but only the first episode was out. So then I watched, so that was like 11:30 to 12:30 I watched that. And then I watched the newest episode of Under the Banner of Heaven. I think there's only one episode left after this week. And it is really, really good. This last episode was really good. And then I was like waiting for The Staircase to come on and Legendary on HBO Max. I never know when the shows are released. Like, if they're supposed to be released on a Thursday, I thought that they usually come out at like midnight. So I was waiting for those shows because I was going to watch like The Staircase from 12 to 1, and then Legendary from 1 to 2, and then I was going to watch The Thing About Pam, because so many people have told me to watch it. Mel, my book club partner, she loved that. So I was going to watch that and then go to bed. I was going to stay up a little late last night. Well, I did stay up a little late last night. So it was like 2 o'clock, I think, and it makes sense. They release things on Pacific time, which would be midnight, and then would be 3 o'clock for me. So I started watching. I watched the first episode of The Thing About Pam. Was blown away. It's really good. It's really, really interesting. It kind of reminds me of Candy a little bit. The show I just watched with Jessica Biel. So watch that and the first episode, and then like I looked and it was 3 o'clock, and The Staircase was, the new episode of The Staircase was on, and the 3 new episodes of Legendary were on. Legendary. You did what you came to do. Is that what it is? No, I was looking it up. You did what needed to be done. I think that's what it is. You can buy a t-shirt. Oh, I did. Look, I was looking it up. You did what needed to be done. That is what Law Roach says whenever he likes what like somebody says on there. So I watched that, and then I was like, okay, you need to go to bed or you're going to be worthless tomorrow. So I went to bed last night and cuddled with Boo Radley. I was like out like right away. I fell asleep. And I forgot to take my allergy medicine today. And then we got up today. We slept in a little late today. And then I got up and I did some stuff around the house. And then I made the bed. Made the bedroom real nice. Alex has like a function, like a charity event that he's going to. He's coming home right now, actually. And then he's going to like change and hang out with Boo for a little bit and stuff. And then it's just from like 7 to 9 or 6 to 8. I think 7 to 9. Because he said he'd be home for like an hour. And he's going with his friend Sarah. And then it's his other friend is doing it. So, or like hosting it. And he asked me if I wanted to go. And I was like, no. I'm getting pizza for like the 3rd time in a row this week. And let me tell you what starts tonight. So I'm so excited about my night. Like, I woke up today, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I was like, TV shows. Like, I was like, oh my God. Do you remember back in the day on my vlogs, I was like, I cannot sit still for like 5 minutes and watch a TV show. And now, like, I'm just so excited to watch TV shows all the time. So just so you know, like, I'm going to vlog tomorrow. But that may be the only video I put out. I may be so tired that I wake up. Well, Alex's mom, so she wanted to go to the track and do something with like the race. And so she kept on telling Alex like what day she wanted to go. And he couldn't like figure out, like he was like, I don't know what she means by what day. And so finally he was like, we were in bed the other night. And he was like, this was like, I think Monday night. He was like, do you know what, maybe it was Tuesday, I don't know. He was like, do you know what night my mom wants me, or what day my mom wants me to take her to the track? And I was like, what day? And he said Friday, carb day. And I was like, oh my God, that's like the worst day to go to the track. I mean, if you like to drink and party and stuff like that, like, yeah, it's fun for you, you know? But like, and the thing is, people get there and they start real early in the day. And I talked about it on here the other day. I was talking about how it's like, you know, like a lot of people take buses and whatever. And Alex is like, I'm going to take her. I said, are you really going to drive all the way there and take her? Because it's like a mess to get into this, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, you know, she wants to go. And he was like, you know, I like to do things that make my... I said, yeah, I think that'd be nice. She'd take, you know. If my mom was still here, I'd take her to do things that she wanted to do. So he's going to take his mom tomorrow. They both have to work. And so they're going to go. She's going to come here about like 1 o'clock. And then they're going to head out tomorrow to carb day. Which means they're going to get in there at about 2 or 2:30. Probably 2:30, and then I think carb day closes at like 5. I don't know. I've never been to carb day. Have I ever been to carb day? I don't think I've ever been to carb day. So that's them tomorrow. So I will, and I'm sure when Alex gets home, he'll be exhausted. So I am just gonna do stuff around here, but here's my plan for tonight. I'm so excited. So Alex is going to this charity thing, right? So I'm gonna order pizza. And then I think I might try a different pizza place tonight, though. And then I'm going to, I've got The Staircase, the new episode of Staircase. I have 2 episodes of Legendary, because they put 3 episodes out. Okay, so I got 3 shows so far. Staircase and 2 episodes of Legendary. What else? And then I have Shining Girls comes out at midnight, because Apple TV does put theirs out at midnight. So I've got Shining Girls at midnight, which I love that show. So that's 4 shows. And then do y'all know what starts tonight? I mean, I have been waiting. I am so excited about this. And I just saw on Instagram, I don't know, I should look it up, but Stranger Things comes out tonight. Now, I thought that they would release it at, like, you know, like midnight on the Pacific Coast, which would be 3 a.m. my time. And so this morning when Alex was leaving for work, I said, now it may be a real late night for me. And he goes, what do you mean? And I go, I may stay up till 3 o'clock and watch like 2 episodes of Stranger Things. He goes, you're so funny. He's like, you're so cute with all that. But I love to watch the shows. So let's look it up and see what time, because on Instagram, it's at 8:30 p.m. And I was like, are they posting this early? Are they posting Stranger Things tonight at 8:30 p.m.? So this is how they're doing it. They're splitting the season. I think this is the last season. They're splitting the season. So it's like 4 episodes, or I don't know how many episodes come out like tonight. And then in July, they release the second half of the season. What time does Stranger Things release today? Four hours ago. Here it is. What time does Stranger Things 4 come out on Netflix? Release eyes Memorial Day weekend. Having trouble recalling where the show left off in the 3rd season, the new episodes take place 6 months after the Battle of Starcourt, the showdown with the shadowy force from another dimension at the 80s Fabulous Hawkins Mall. I loved that season. Okay. Oh, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger fame, is going to be a reoccurring character in this. The trailer. What's going on here? The first half of the 4th season of Stranger Things will be released at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, 12 a.m. Pacific Time, May 27th on Netflix. But here's what I don't understand about it. So I was just looking, and you can see right here, Stranger Things and Netflix on Instagram, and it says, the wait is over. See you tonight, 8:30 p.m. Coordinates mark the spot. Let's see what the... So I don't know what time it drops, but I will be staying up if it comes out at 3 a.m. I'm sure it'll be 3 a.m. All these articles just kind of look the same, though. It's like they just kind of like repeat the same information. Okay. Episodes will be out at 3 a.m. Eastern. Am I Central or am I Eastern? I don't even know. I'm Eastern time. Well, if you're in the UK, they'll be available at 8 a.m. So, I'm going to have to wait. I wonder how many episodes there are. And then part 2 is July 1st. Oh, it's just the final 2 episodes not released until July 1st. Interesting. The last time I was this excited about waiting up for a TV show, well, Wentworth and Orange is the New Black. I can remember, I think, well, I don't know, somebody probably knows better than me because I probably talked about it in a vlog. But I remember watching the last season of Wentworth. I don't think I watched it when it first came out. I think Tanya told me it was out and like I watched it like a week later or something, because I wasn't really excited about the whole Joan Ferguson storyline, but I ended up loving how the season ended. When Orange is the New Black, the last season, came out, I was so attached to those characters that I was really, really sad about that season ending. But I was happy about how that show ended too. I don't usually get too upset about how shows end. I'm trying to think of shows that like I really, really. If you're one of the 5 men that watch my vlog, if you have a beard, or if your husband or boyfriend or dad or somebody in your life has a beard, there's always like, no matter how, like I am like so, I see it in the mirror, let me just tell you, and I'm like, and then I look at it and I'm like, and people are always so nice, they're like, you always trim your beard really, really well, right? And then I like shave up here, here, and then here, like I did that today. But there's always one hair that's like, that I didn't get, no matter how many times I went over it. And I have this one hair right here. Well, my hairs right here go a different way than they do up. So I have to go, so anyway, but I can see a hair like right here at the top of my mustache, my mustache. So yeah, I'm really excited about, you know, what other shows was I saying? I'm really excited about Stranger Things coming out. Lost, loved that last season. But you know, that was when I watched TV shows like on TV. So you had to wait each week for, I remember this was after, the last episode of Lost came out after I was living here. And I can remember, we had like, where the dining room table is now, there was a couch. I mean, we hadn't changed anything around here, so it must have been like pretty soon after we moved in here. But I can remember watching it and just bawling my eyes out. The last episode of Lost. I can remember that the girl's name was Kate. Was his name Jack? The guy from Party of Five. I loved that show too. That was another show I loved. Party of Five. I started watching that as soon as I got out of treatment. And I think one of the characters, I can't remember his name, was like an addict in the show. And I was like, do you guys remember the show Party of Five? If you've never seen it, that would be a show you could binge watch and go back and watch. It was about these kids, and the main character from Lost, the guy that played Jack, but I think his name on Party of Five was Charlie. Like, he was like in his 20s. Lacey Chabert, that was like her first show, and Nev Campbell. Oh, I forgot. I was like watching The Lincoln Lawyer, and I was like, what is Nev Campbell? What else has she been in? She was in Party of Five too, and I loved that show. And she, but anyway, their parents were killed, I believe, in a car accident, and I believe they were killed by a drunk driver, if I remember correctly. And so Charlie, what's his name? Fox? Something Fox? Let's Google it. Google is so good for so many things, isn't it? He had to take care of him. There was even, hey! What are you doing? Walking? Oh, what a nice message. Jack on, there were two hotties on Lost. It was Jack Shepherd. Matthew Fox played him. How old is Matthew Fox? Let's look that up. He's 55. Still so handsome, isn't he? So Party of Five, yeah, he had to take care of, like, he had a girlfriend too that was on the show, because he never wanted to stay at the house. I remember, and it was about all of them, like, taking care of. Sounds like Alex is home. Sounds like Alex's car. Do you know the sound of cars? One of the things I realized was we thought Tucker was losing his hearing towards the end, and when the garage door would go up, if we were like up in the bedroom or in the house or whatever, like Boo and Tucker would go crazy. They'd be like, ooh, right? And I do think that Tucker was losing his hearing towards the end, but I don't know that Boo Radley like ever knew the sound of a garage door, or that he ever could hear it or something, because like the other night I was in the bed and I was just like sitting there, and Boo Radley was like laying in my arms, and I was like, you're such a good boy, you're such a sweet boy, and he had his head back, and I mean I could hear Alex's car before the garage door even went up, and then I heard the garage door go up, nothing, he's just I'm like, you're such a good boy, you're such a good boy. He just... Then Alex comes inside and he goes, hello, you're such a good boy. He's like not doing anything, and I'm like, Boo Radley either cannot, but he can hear, because as soon as our neighbor dog starts barking, that's who my neighbor was just walking his dog, as soon as our neighbor dog starts barking, or any like the lawn guys or anybody across, like he can be standing inside and like the door right there can be closed, and the neighbor outside across the street can, you know, be talking to somebody in the street, and Boo Radley's like, oh. So I don't know why he can't hear like Alex's car or the garage door anymore, because when Tucker would bark back in the day, Boo Radley would bark. So I just thought they both heard it, you know. Now, if we're down here right by the door, as soon as the garage door, well, Alex's car is kind of loud anyway. It's a Jeep Wrangler, but as soon as the garage door goes up, if Boo Radley is right by the door, he goes crazy and starts barking and stuff. So, but he's such a good boy. That pain medication, well, Tanya told me, and I think a couple other people commented on it too, that they give their dogs over-the-counter stuff as well. And Tanya told me that she gives her Mastiff, because Tanya has like a 9-year-old Mastiff that has arthritis, and her vet gave her dog the same pain medication that Boo Radley is on now, which is like night and day, you guys. Like literally, it's like night and day. I mean, he is like a puppy dog. I mean, it is crazy town. And but then Tanya was like, did they recommend for you to try this? And I can't remember what it was called. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And she was like, well, I'll tell you what it's called, or I'll show you, you know, if we go to the store. And then a couple people recommended it to me in the comment sections. And I was like, oh, this is so strange that like they have these, you know, these things that they tried. It wasn't the CBD oil or the CBD treats and stuff like that. It was something else. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, that was the other show. I'm like all over the place in my head. Somebody recommended a couple different shows for me to watch. Keeper of the Ashes. I talked about that last night on Hulu. I feel like I need to like kind of like narrow down my shows though, because I'm watching like 7 shows all at the same time. And I don't know if RuPaul's Drag Race is on yet or not. There's that girl walking that dog from up the street again. I'm wondering if she's like walking her neighbor's dog or something like that. But anyway, like I'm watching like 6 or 7 different shows now, and it's fine to keep track of them, but it's like I feel like maybe I need to not add another one to the mix until I've finished one, you know what I'm saying? When does RuPaul's Drag Race come out? I wonder if it's out already. Alex and I have a couple shows we're watching together. Okay, RuPaul's Drag Race is on Paramount. Which is where I'm watching season 1 of X on the Beach, but I kind of just stopped watching it. You're back again!
You doing better?
Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So my neighbor came up here and she talked to me for a little while. This is a neighbor that I've known. Remember I was telling you guys the story about the neighbor that used to joke? Before she was my neighbor, and she would say, well, she just lives in my, I keep on adding on. She just lives in my neighborhood. She's not like one of my direct neighbors. But she would say, if there's one available in your neighborhood, let me know. I want to move in there. It's that neighbor that I've known for a long time. So anyway, we were talking, and she was telling me that she's actually going to the race. And so we were talking about she's gone to the race, like, she has like 20 tickets over the, I don't know. She's gone to the race a lot, and she's real excited about it. So, and then Alex came in. Then Alex came, that was in and home together. Alex came home and he was taking Boo Radley out, so I went and talked to him for a second, and then he fed Boo Radley, and I was looking at my patio, and I've got like cobwebs up there, and my chair over here is completely filled with stuff from my fern. So I think I need to sweep off the patio. Table I cleaned yesterday. So it's clean, and my TV tray is clean. So I just need to, I'm excited about my shows tonight. I'm so excited about my shows. And yeah, it's funny. So I read this last night, and I was actually going to read it for a Peterism video today. So this is my nighttime meditation book by Amy Dean, a book of nighttime meditations. What was yesterday? It was the 25th, right? Yeah. So May 25th, I want to read this to you guys because I liked this one. It says, May 25th. This is the quote by Logan Pearsall Smith. Hi. There are two things to aim at in life. First, to get what you want. And after that, to enjoy it. Only the wisest of mankind can achieve the second. Logan Pearsall Smith. Through our work in the program, we are learning a new way of life. We may never achieve all we want in life, but along the way, we may find ourselves enriched by our progress. Perhaps we didn't argue with our partners last week, or maybe we made plans on our own or tried something new. How do we celebrate such great gains? Have we spent time enjoying the good things in our lives? When we make any gain, we need to stop for a moment and enjoy it. No gain is too small to be recognized and enjoyed. All the time we have to enjoy our progress is right now. Let's take time to enjoy the fruits of our labors. What gains, big or small, have I made today? Tonight I can enjoy the gains while they are fresh in my mind. I have done well. And I really, really like this meditation, and I think, especially as far as like motivating, inspiring me, and encouraging me. I'm talking about like making the bed today. When, when I started, there was a period after I got out of the hospital. It was like, after I got out of the hospital, and then before I could really do anything for a day, because it just was so difficult to do anything. I mean, I couldn't even stand in the kitchen really for like 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and make an iced coffee, because it just was like, it was so painful in my back and stuff, right? And so that was when I started saying, like, if I can just do 2 or 3 things a day, then I will feel like I've achieved something today. And I don't know why. I think it was from that book that I read by that guy in the military, that a commencement speech, and then he turned it into a book which is called Make Your Bed Every Day or something like that. But one day I was just like standing there, I was like, if I could just make the bed every day, then I would feel like I had achieved something. Not to mention that, like, I like to get into a made bed. I like to look at it, and it was really hard, because I can remember when I first did it, it literally took me like 15 or 20 minutes to make the bed. It was like, I think those are those things that you take for granted. I would like pull, it wasn't like I could just throw the blanket over, because I had no upper body strength. I had, bruised, fractured my rib or whatever, and my ribs, and it was really tough. So like, I would have to pull one side of the comforter over, and then the other side, and then go to the other side and pull it up, and then like fold it back. And by that point I would have to like sit down on the bed for a couple minutes, and then catch my breath, and then do the rest of it. And it took me 15 or 20 minutes to make a very simple bed. It wasn't like I was putting 5 pillows on there or doing anything big deal, right? And I can remember the first couple times I did it, I looked at the bed and I was like, it looks so messy. Like, it almost looks like I didn't even make it at all. Like, what was the point? And then I was talking to, like, Tanya, or my sponsor, one night, and I said something about making the bed, and then I had cleaned the area right next to my computer, which was literally just, like, some notes and, like, stuff that... I have a calendar of all my doctor's appointments. I know my cousin Caroline makes fun of me for this, but I have like a calendar, like, you know, one of those old school, it's like this big, one of those old school calendars that has like May, June, July, you know, and so I write down all my appointments in it, and I had that over there, and I cleaned up that area over there, and I'd done that, and I had made my bed, and I had felt kind of like, I was proud of myself that day, that I had like pushed myself, you know, and I said something to Tanya, or my sponsor, and they're like, if every day that you get up you try to do something that, you know, something more, something, you know, and just be happy about that, then that's a lot, you know, for a day. And then it was like other stuff, you know, I can remember like walking up and down the stairs and taking things like, you know, just anyway, just adding stuff to my day every day. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And I realized, like, I don't have to cross off everything on my list, and I'm not going to ever cross off everything on my list, probably. But, hey! But I think it's about trying, you know, and attempting to do a few things each and every day. And then also, like, I love the quote about, you know, what did it say, like, what is it you want your life to look like, and then enjoying it? There are 2 things to aim at in life. First, to get what you want, and after that, to enjoy it. You know, only the wisest of mankind can achieve the second. And what I love about that quote by Logan Pearsall Smith is it reminds me of the interview that I saw with Oprah and Rupaul. I talked about this on here like a year ago, where Oprah asked Rupaul what the meaning of life is. And RuPaul said something about achieving happiness in life, doing what makes you happy, and then sharing that with other people so that they can do what makes them happy and share that with other people, you know? And that if we are too much and we do what makes us happy and we live by our soul, you know, I love that saying. That it's not an original idea, this idea of, you know, be too much, when I would say that in videos. I never heard that anywhere else, but, you know, this idea of being too much, of living your life exactly the way that you want to live it, and, you know, passionately and you know, and being happy. That does not mean we're not going to have days of great sadness. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have, you know, horrific days. That just means that on those days that are not that way, we live as representatives of a blessed life. And I know for so many of us it's hard to do that, you know, but I want to do more of that going forward. I want to find what truly makes me happy, and then live in that moment and relish that, because I spent way too much time in my life not being grateful for those small happy moments. You know, I was thinking about this, like the idea of like doing what you enjoy, like just with the TV shows, or ordering a pizza, or, you know, reading a book, or laying down in my comfy bed late at night and listening to the fan and our sounds of our ocean and things like that, you know, because we have like ocean sounds in the background and thunderstorms that we listen to. And thunderstorms on repeat is what we listen to. And or, you know, just go into my home group with my, you know, girlfriends and making a clean bed, or talking with you guys, and, you know, sitting out here on the front porch and saying hi to my neighbors as they walk by, and making my patio look pretty. I mean, my neighbor just came up and she was like, oh my God, she was like, you match your flowers. And I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. And she was like, I love your, where'd you get them? And I was telling her Costco. And then my fern, she was like, your fern is so full and beautiful. And those are the things that I find that make me happiest, you know. The big stuff is great too, don't get me wrong. You know, it's nice and fun and it's extravagant and all that, and I enjoy that, but it's really about those small things that I enjoy the most, that I think it's about learning to enjoy those things for me. My neighbor just left in her convertible. She's a VW convertible. She's the top down. Better not start raining outside. I got some more coffee while I was inside too. I made some more coffee. I told Alex, I said, look, I'm using my metal straws now when I drink my iced coffee. I feel like people sent me all of these. I don't know what this one says on it. It says something on it though. Did you hear that runner? Somebody just ran by. No, this doesn't, I don't think this has any, it doesn't say anything on it. People have sent me glass straws too, and honestly, I'm kind of scared to use them. Like this one glass straw that I have is absolutely beautiful. And I have it, and it comes in this case that you like open. And it's beautiful, but like I'm afraid to use it. And I'm afraid to use it because just in like, you know, washing out my glass or whatever, like holding on to it, I don't want to like tap it against something and then it like breaks or splinters. Do you know when I was talking about that bone the other day, and who was telling me about this? That my neighbor across the street, who doesn't have dogs, so he wouldn't know this, but was trying to like give the bone to somebody. Who was this? I think, oh, there's another runner down the street. I think it was Eric, Tanya's husband, was like, you shouldn't give dogs like bones like that because they can splinter in their mouth and it can be really bad for them. And I did not know that. Do you hear the dogs? Sun's coming out a little bit. Well, when I saw that on Netflix that it said it started at 8:30, I got real excited. I was like, oh my God, that's gonna right in time for my pizza to be delivered, but I guess it's not starting at 8:30. Oh well. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here now. You got your meditation. You got your suggestions for movies and documentaries and binge shows to watch, books to read, and I'm gonna get off here now. But I will be back tomorrow. I gotta figure out about this unboxing. Like, do I just want to do it on the vlog, or do I want to do it in its own separate video? I know it doesn't matter to you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a magically... Thank you, Troy, for continuing to post all of these vlogs in the Vloggerinos group. I really appreciate it, and my other videos as well. And I think that if you guys want to watch, I think that Troy is doing a live stream on like Saturday, I think, Friday or Saturday. And I want to say at like 1 p.m. because he said he wanted to do it at a time when I wouldn't be posting my vlog. So I'll make sure I don't post my vlog at whatever time he says he's doing the live. But he's going to do a live on there. So, and if you don't know who Troy is one of the administrators of the Peter Monn Vloggerinos group on Facebook. So he's done some lives in the past and they're real fun. I may be in there. It just depends on what time I get up. So anyway, so go watch Troy. And I hope that you are having a magically amazing... today, Thursday, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And let's see, don't forget that you can start your day over whenever you want, Make sure that you reach out to somebody. These are the 3 most important things, or the 2 most important things. I can't remember. Make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you, and practice random acts of kindness. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya! Oh, and for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around for the summer front porch vlogs, I don't know what I'm going to do in the winter. Maybe my basement will be clean by then, and they will be the winter basement vlogs. One more, I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.